Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to the Undefeated podcast.
The only podcast, yeah, with two undefeated fighters, fam.
Chatting it up.
Come on.
Listen, if this is your first time coming across this podcast, welcome to the family.
Where have you been?
If this is the first and only time you listen to this podcast and this is goodbye, take care, man. Wish you all the best for the future.
Fam. Why are you leaving for? Stay with us.
And to the regulars. Come on,
certified. You know what I'm saying?
Take a seat.
You know what? In the famous words of Travis, I know my dogs.
I know my
dog. And you lot been rocking with us for so long. I don't even know what episode this is, bruv. But we're moving. We're weighing.
What's this?
I don't know.
5, I think.
We're moving, fam.
Yeah, we're moving though.
We're moving. And can you imagine if we actually added Monday Night Smoke as episodes? Then we're in a different space altogether, but we're not doing that. We're just gonna, you know what I mean? We're not gonna just boost our boxing record. We're not just gonna boost the stat sheet. And listen, you need to put respect on being undefeated, because the one man that has no respect for his record, Deji.
Nah.
I ain't gonna talk about him.
Just before we get into that. No, we have to get into that. We have to get into that.
Okay.
Just before we do.
Yeah, come on.
Just gotta say.
Yeah.
This boxing podcast, it's not like all the others. Yeah. We keep it real. Barbershop energy.
All the way.
So, some people try to, act like they're, journalists and sports journalists and stuff like that. And I respect it. Yeah, you know what I mean, you do the bias, the non-bias thing. Everyone tries to keep it. Yeah. We're not doing that. We don't do that here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So when I see the comments and it's like, "Oh, you're not just being biased." No, it's not bias. If I don't like someone, I say it, and my opinions will reflect that, and that's how it goes
all the time. I think, I would honestly say, don't come here for journalistic. And you can't come here for that. We're not that.
You come here for the barbershop.
Yeah, come here just to chill and that. And then just like, you will be annoyed. You will be riled. But again, we always invite these people, call in. That's all.
We're still waiting for Adam Catterell to come and have this sit down with us. Remember this guy DM'd us,
Yeah, I know.
I called man out. He DM'd us to say, listen, I know you disagreed, but I like you guys' energy. It's good for the sport. I'll come on the pod. He said, cool. That's fine. When you're ready, no response.
He's gonna respond. No, he'll respond. I believe in Adam. The Catterell, he's gonna show up, bro. And I'm telling you right now,
I'm just saying,
it's gonna be a spicy episode. Because he's got stuff to say. He's got stuff that I think he wants to get off his chest. But all the stuff that we wanted to get off our chest, we probably said it already. But yeah, listen, bro.
I stay with an empty chest. I stay out here. My chest is light, bro. That's mad.
Nah, yeah, it's mad. Sometimes it's annoying how you be giving it up at times. But
you know me, bro.
Yeah.
But listen, so you mentioned the Deji situation.
Yeah.
Bro, it's mad. You know me, I had to get some tweets off about that still.
No, but you got asking about my tailor the tape before we talk about
what's your tailor the tape, bro?
Oh, come on, bro. We don't make mistakes like that, but it happens every now and then. But listen, my record, you know what I did, fam. I'm 0-0, fam. Never fought, never lost. If I did, someone gets knocked out. And it's not me.
Mad.
Talk to me, bro. Tell me about your team, because wait, hold on. I believe we're going to have a visual representation of your record on ITV in a little while. Like in about a week.
You mean next Monday? Oh, next Monday, the next Monday it happens, fam.
Next Monday, we're going to actually see how you're giving it up.
Yeah.
But for the people that can't wait for next Monday, tell us your tailor the tape right now, big man.
Bro, 2-0. 2-0, and I boast, look, people make mistakes, but I don't make mistakes in my boxing record. Yeah, 50% knockout rate. You know what that means? That means half the men that entered the ring with me.
What happened?
They left on their back.
Oh, my goodness. And now, we got to talk about brother Deji. We gotta bring brother Deji. And I didn't think it was gonna start like this. 0-3, saying he looked better because he was parrying and he wasn't throwing punches, but he was staying out the way. Oh,
bro, I had a moment where it was me being me. Do you know what I mean? I saw the video pop up on my timeline talking about what's next. I said, nah. I tweeted, I said, the YouTube boxing division does entertain me. I said, man said, what is next? Then I go down and I go, listen, if you want smoke though, I'll fight you, bro. It'd be nice to add some stuff to the old boxing highlight reel.
You didn't?
I tweeted it, bro. I was like, I woke up spicy today.
Wait.
Got the bar out.
Nah, so while Deji's in a dark place, you came out of nowhere and said, listen, this YouTube thing's a joke thing, but I'll smoke you. Is that what you're saying, fam?
Yeah, and I meant that, bro. Like, and then I was looking at it. Someone tweeted and said, bro, you want to knock him out? I said, no. I said, I definitely would, but want is a strong word. Do you know what I mean? And then I was just like, but that would provoke KSI to want to avenge his brother, though.
Cause you still want to punch up KSI, innit?
Bro, I've been calling out KSI
You've
for
been
so
calling
long.
out KSI.
I've given up on it because I'm just like, the numbers ain't really numbering, so I ain't really gonna get the KSI. But if that was to smoke his bro, I'd be straight down the camera lens. Your brother just got smoked, and I'm the one that did it. You know that. I'm the one. You know the grand tree. We're the ones that done it, bro. I mean,
We're the ones that did it.
We're the ones that did it.
Tico on the main road. We did it.
Oh, bro, I'd smoke him out of retirement.
Have you deeped it, bro? Do you know who you are? Do you know actually, bro? You're Kell Brook, fam. Bro, I've just linked it up.
Get the hell
bro,
out
you're Kell. You've been calling him out, bro. And obviously
You think I've avoided doing things for my career for the sake of this? Bro, I'm on TV now.
I hear that. No, it's not the same. No, I hear that. But again, you're on TV. Hear me out. You're on TV and you're doing well. Chappelle, they've done a lot of good things. But this guy's like making like number ones and that. So don't get it twisted.
No, hey, so it's different. It's very different.
It's different. So I'm now saying, but you'll get the victory if it happens, and I will be in your corner, bro.
I would have to, bro. If I have to smoke Deji to get to KSI, I would absolutely do it. Sign me up today.
Would you change your gloves in the ring, bro? For this,
if that's what they want, I promise you, the whole lead up, I would be making it very clear. I am overlooking you, and I'm here to get your brother.
But you need to sound like Kell at times when you need to say it, because how would Kell do it?
Are you gonna respect me? Do your respect me?
Hey, listen, anyway, those YouTubers, that's crazy. Those YouTubers were doing a madness. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I tried to watch it and I hated it. Basically, I watched real boxing.
I didn't hate it. I can watch it for what it is. Like, I've been at white collar shows and you get a variety of levels of boxing on display at those things.
No, Travis,
sometimes a man gets in the ring and it's like, oh, this looks like boxing. And then there's other times it's like, oh, what are these men doing?
Travis.
So all their training has gone out the window and it's just a push fest.
Bro, I saw Chocolatito, fam. And then I saw I saw a man in the ring doing up mad racial bars. I heard some mad racist bars, some guy.
Oh, you actually watched it?
I watched it.
Mad.
I watched it just
I saw the highlights. I saw a couple.
And I watched it because I was like, let me see, because I like YouTube. I'm in the YouTube world. So I thought, let me just give it some respect and watch it. It was horrible, basically, in terms of the levels. And don't get me wrong, I just like there was some. I don't know if you saw it yet, but you thought Warrington could headbutt, fam. When these bro, Ryan, a kid called Ryan or something, their headbutts were amazing. Like, not a knockout from a headbutt. This is how mad it was. It's just bad again. Like, when you got Ryan Garcia coming out, and obviously he's big in the social media world as well. But it's like, you lot didn't. You still got to respect the sport. The one thing I'll give to KSI at times is when it comes to showing up and being ready, he respects the sport. Logan respects the sport. Like, there's people that respect it. So
Jake
Paul. I haven't got an issue with YouTubers boxing. I have an issue if they don't respect it, because you're not. It's dangerous. It's a lot of things, and it's not showing what boxing is. It's not a good little platform. At least respect it. I'm hearing the kid that went with the headbutts and he was just trying to save himself. He only trained for like 2 weeks, bro. He gave himself a 2-week camp. Of course, you're gonna do that because you're worried. You know what I mean? So
desperation will set in early.
Respect the sport. That's all I'm saying. And I've never laced them up. I've never been in the ring. But if I'm ever to get in the ring, I'm gonna respect the sport 100%. But anyway, that was my take on them, man. Big up to them, man, because there's a bag there. You know what I mean? And they get into it, but I know they could level it up, and I know it could be so much more better than what they're doing at the moment. Because you still want people to come back at the end of the day, you know.
Facts.
But yeah, let's really get into it.
Cool, let's do it, bro.
Can we have the AJ conversation quickly?
Anthony Joshua. Oh yeah, straight out the gate, man.
Yeah. So if
did you watch the interviews, by the way?
I saw
because he was at the Deji fight.
I saw him there. So.
Which I thought was nuts. Him and Cesar just there. You know when you look at a thing and then you start thinking of really weird thoughts. I was just like, if a fight broke out, I wonder how many men it would take to stop AJ and Cesar. How many of these members of the crowd would it take?
Just Cesar. It's just Cesar at the end of the day. If Cesar is there, I don't think there's enough people to really stop him from being.
And you don't think there's how many teenagers does it take to stop AJ and Cesar?
No, you gotta do you know what? Put some respect on teenagers, because I tried to play a tug of war like with there was 3 adults, me and 2 others, and I think like 7 or 8 teenagers. Bro, them teenagers got us the hell out of here, bro.
That's funny,
bro.
You know what it is?
It's like
it's the knees, the youthful knees. You lot didn't. You thought your arm strength was gonna be enough, man.
We thought arm strength and weight. Them teenagers said enough, bro.
Them men went. Your knees went.
Yeah, so it's crazy, but again, yeah, I want to get into this AJ conversation. And you said so. Tell me, you said I've seen the interview, the IFL one. I haven't seen the Michelle Phelps one. Give me what was going on in that then? What was going on in Michelle? Was it a bit different? What was the?
I mean, to be fair, a lot of them had the same kind of conversation with him. Not to disrespect anybody's interview, it's just the type of questions they was asking were the questions that you would ask AJ at this particular time. So
yeah,
that is what it is. Now, what I found peculiar was the way he answers questions.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? When they say, "Who's your trainer?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm training with Angel Fernandez." That's not the answer to the question. Then they say, "So he's your trainer?" "Yeah, right now." These answers for me are answers, if I'm trying to be slippery, that I would give. Do you know what I mean? And you know, I'm someone you can't catch off guard. You know,
but what's the need? What's the need?
No, what's the need? Or if he's now looking at it like, I don't see this as a genuine exchange anymore. This is me overanalyzing. Yeah,
let's overanalyze. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah, let's overanalyze. That's what we do. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if I'm now realizing anytime I talk to you, man, I could get a blow up one way or the other. I'm now not going to treat these as genuine exchanges. I'm not going to treat this as a genuine convo no more. So if I'm chatting to you and I don't take you seriously and you say, "Bro, what's good, bro?" I'm like, "Yeah, calm. I just made $2 million." You know I ain't got $2 million, but I'm just saying it. And then you're looking at me thinking, "Okay, cool. Trav's playing games." But Trav, so what's happening now? Like, you still getting married? Of course, some point. You know me. Love a marriage. You'd be like, wait, all right, he's not even answering me properly. He's just saying things to technically answer my question. And none of them can press him when he's like that. Whereas when he's being serious, you can press him, find out too much. The thing blows up on the interview, and now he's like, probably shouldn't have said none of this stuff. So now it's like, it's full-blown BS mode. Do you know what I mean? That's one way of looking at what AJ is doing now. Okay. Especially when you look at how Tyson Fury gets away with things. He's probably looking at that now thinking, this guy shows up, says what he wants. I'm going to do the same.
Do you know what? Time. There's something AJ did recently, and I was like, okay, attention to detail is kind of sick still. He was talking, he's had an interview, and he had the Fury and Wilder fight playing behind him while we're hitting the bags and stuff. And I thought, okay, AJ, I like that. Subtle. You know, those little subtle. It's like I like to watch The Office to look at the faces that are happening in the back. You know, when someone makes a little expression or there's a picture in the back or something random. I'm saying, AJ, you may be paying attention to different details that you might not have been paying attention to. So now as you said with that thing about him just throwing stuff out in interviews, there might be something in there in terms of, but at the same time,
I say Mike because I'm not 100% sold.
There you go, because there we go, because there's that element. So let's say that's one, yeah, and that's cool. You know, AJ's doing that. The other part is that we still need to work. You know what I mean? So where it's like, and if we're being real, just as like, let's say if I had a conversation with AJ, if I was blessed to talk to AJ. My first thing will be, bro, like, honestly, there's things that you need to develop a relationship and a trust with someone. And soon, you know, you went on a trip, you saw all these guys, you saw everyone. One thing we do know that's not fabricated is you went to all these other gyms, to work out and see these different types of trainers. And they must have had a proposal, because no one has the golden goose in boxing and doesn't say what they believe they can do for him. So you got a proposal from everyone. For me, and AJ knows what I believe AJ's not stupid. He's clever enough to know what he needs. I don't think AJ's stupid at all. You know what I mean? I think AJ's even planned his life after boxing and how he'll move. Don't be surprised to see the kind of moves that AJ makes at the end of his career. So for a thinking man to come home and still be with Team McCracken or with Angel, however you want to break it down, it's the same people that were there. And the main thing that I heard from you was these things, there was mistakes that weren't really your fault. There were mistakes from other people within your team. So that's the issue for me. It's like, bro, with everything you heard, all the information you collected, now, if you know it, we can't feign ignorance. You know the information, you know what's wrong. I would now be with people that can help me fix certain things, unless you believe it was a one-off in terms of what went wrong on the day. If you believe that, then cool. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? If you believe that day was literally one-off, it should have never happened, and I'm way, way better, like how it was with the Ruiz thing, I lift my hands up and say, you know, AJ, do what you're doing. I trust you. However, I think there's been twice is more than enough for me in terms of the occurrence of it. Just, we don't see the right AJ. AJ that's questioning himself, the AJ that's not sure, an AJ that's doing things he knows he shouldn't be doing in a ring. So I don't want to. I'm not happy with what he's told us as his decision, or I'm just not happy with the lack, in a sense, of planning when I know that you're so clever. You know what I mean? You honestly should have, because these now we should use this moment. No one can talk to you about stepping aside or taking an easy fight. Usyk is not available right now. This is the time where I'm actually where I need to be, and I'm working on all the kinks or becoming an even better fighter, because there's not going to be any rest. After you beat Usyk, it is the winner, Fury or Dillian. And then we still have Wilder. Then retire, big man. Retire. There's no more to do in this game. But these are big fights, and I don't think you can waste time not developing, is the point I'm making. But the thing is, coming.
All right, I hear that. But let's say Angel Fernandez is the guy. I don't think him not being in camp and still training is a waste of time. Because that's what is happening right now, essentially. Any training he's doing with Fernandez, this is not camp time. You understand? So he's actually doing that work. Now, we won't know the quality of the work until we see the rematch. Because, one, Angel Fernandez, yes, his credentials, they ain't deep. You understand? They ain't deep. That is what it is. But we've not seen what AJ looks like with him being the main guy.
That's true. No, but
now obviously, as fans of AJ, we're looking at that picture and we've seen him and we're like, not filled with confidence. This guy's been there this whole time. So whether or not the influence was limited because he was like the second or third voice, we won't know until we know. The problem is we don't want to gamble on what we know based on him, this unquantified level of talent that Angel Fernandez has. We're looking at our guy and we're saying, I don't know if you really leveled up the team by now rolling with this brother who was there anyway.
When you've seen everyone else.
There's a lot of people out there that you could have had. Do you understand? So at this point, now we're unsettled because it's like, maybe I've concocted this whole narrative in my own head from what I think I've seen because I'm a fan.
You can't feel bad about, end of the day, we go with the information we're told from the boxers, innit? And I told you, like, when we started this thing together, yeah, we said, we don't know, we ain't got sources, bruv. We don't know these boxers. I only go with what you're telling me. You know what I mean? So, end of the day, you put this into the atmosphere for us to work out Wagwan. And I'm telling you, from all your actions to this point, this is a strange one. And that's a fair assessment to say, bro, this is strange. Like, I get it. I get Angel could be the guy, but then you know there's that thing about you learn a lot about yourself. They say that you learn a lot about yourself when you're in the ring. Like, all the training and stuff, like, because everyone, there's what the fighter looks like in sparring, and then there's the fight night. You know what I mean? And some people might spar horribly, but fight night, they get to it. Yeah? We don't know. My thing is, because of what's coming, and because it's fine margins at the elite level, when we talk about the Furies, Usyks, the potential Wilders, the potential banana skins, we ain't got time to mess around because we're at the top. As AJ said it himself, when you're at the top of the mountain, everyone just wants to see you fall. You know what I mean? So am I going to give myself the best scenario to win? It's like, and I get it. Or maybe he just said, it's like buying a car in it. Yeah, I could buy a Mercedes, I could buy all these other cars, but this is the most economical. Maybe Angel might be the economical route. I would hate from finances to be what dictated this choice. That would really irritate me if it was to save some peas. Because at this point, I imagine AJ has the type of money where it's like, for you to go broke, you are going to have to really commit to going broke. Yeah.
It's not going to be a wild summer. Like, you're going to have to do some crazy stuff. So
I hear that. So now,
but I can't say, I never want to be in a position where I'm telling a man ever in life, you've made too much money. That's crazy. Right? Now, I'm just saying, for the sake of a couple M's or however many M's, for you to be saying that this is the choice because it's cheaper, that lets me know that you're not serious about your career.
No, but see, check this out.
Not to say you don't sign up for a scam and lose peas, but you got to get a quality resume for the level that you're at. Yes. Somebody with a proper resume.
No, but
it could only get your attention.
Just imagine, yeah. Because remember, like, I've come this far. Remember, there's always this thought, right? I've gone around, I'm speaking to a lot of people. I've come this far, and a lot of things I feel that I've done some of this myself. You know, I don't know if you've seen the Kanye doc yet. Have you seen it?
Oh, genius.
Yeah. So there's a moment when Kanye's done all this stuff, and I remember he sees Cudi again, but he's messing around with his name. He's doing all sorts of stuff.
GK!
Yeah, he's doing all sorts of stuff. And sometimes you get to yourself where it's like, well, I've got here myself. I got here myself. So now I'm talking to these new people, and they're telling me these prices. I don't like that price. That has to come down significantly because why? Like, do you know what? Do you know the journey that I've come from? I've been here. I've been in the gym long time before you arrived, and I get you got quality, but I'm still me. Are you with me? So, what you're saying, it needs to measure up. It needs to be way lower than. I get it that you're a big trainer and everyone knows you in this. I get you have a reputation, but I'm me. Yeah. So bring that price down, heavy. Take down that percentage, because trainer's percentage is a thing. This, again, I don't know. This is just me spitballing, but it feels weird unless someone shows up on the day and he's met all these guys And then we're gonna see like a Reynoso in the corner on the 2 weeks before, a week before. But I
can't see that. I can't see that happening. Nah, because that's a press-worthy thing to know that you're going to Mexico to train, or I'm not sure if he trains in America. Canelo's training in America. Yeah. I think it's Mexico. So it's like that would be a huge state. That wouldn't be a secret. So if he's in Sheffield, you're in the same place you were before. Like it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't. It doesn't match up with what you told us.
It doesn't.
That the environment needs to change and all this other stuff needs to change, and it comes from the top down, and you're the last guy to know the game plan, all that kind of stuff. Like all of that doesn't marry up with you just making the guy who was in the camp number one.
Yeah, one thing I will say though, he's doing a lot more interviews, and I am happy about it. I think there's more.
Why?
I just want him talking more. I haven't heard. I'm hearing less of Eddie Hearn tell me what AJ's doing, and I'm actually hearing from AJ, and I think that's kind of good. I like that. I think even if he's still working it out, and he's gonna, because even if he's messing with us and playing with us, the other day he done this interview. It was a good one. It was when he was at the Okoli fight. You know, he was just talking. He's like, "Yeah, man, I hate Dylan, but I want him to win." Like I'm getting to see like it's not like I needed to be warm to AJ, but I'm warming to his personality. I'm trying to see, because I don't know him in Septrum being perfect.
You know what's interesting?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what's interesting, is that AJ is he's demonstrating something that we probably didn't see after the Ruiz 1 fight.
Yeah.
There's a real thick skin in terms of dealing with the media.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what you say, it's like I'm me, and I know my position. I know exactly what it is. Like it's security is what I'd say. It is very secure in terms of. So in an interview with Michelle Joy Phelps, he said Tyson Fury heard that you said you picked Dillian to win, and Chisora said he's picked Dillian to win as well. Fury said, you lot are the losers club.
Yeah.
They laughed. Both of them laughed. And then he goes, look, what am I supposed to do? Drag this guy's name through the mud for me to look good? Like, do I need to drag his name through the mud and stand on it? Like, is that what I need to do to look good? Nah. Yeah. And Chisora goes, leave that for him. Do you understand? There's a level that he's like, I'm not going to do this thing the way you operate. You know what I mean? And one part I thought was fascinating, yeah? He goes, he calls himself the Gypsy King. He goes, King, the King what? And then Chisora goes, come on, we gotta give it to him. Like, we gotta give that to him. And he goes, because he's undefeated. He goes, bruv. And then he goes, no, Gypsy King, not king of like all the flipping heavyweights. He goes, okay, cool. Like, because he was about to get into. I could hear it. I thought I could hear it. But
no, the shade.
Like, what's he? Yeah.
No, the shade, because he goes, I heard it as well. He's doing it petty. And that's what I said. He's getting better. That's why I say I'm enjoying the interviews, because he goes, they said, Fury's fighting again. He goes, what's that? His second defense? Like, he asks this, like, and then Kugan's asking, so Kugan's like, yeah, no, because he's fought wild the 3 times. Like, Kugan's like,
Kugan tried to balance it up.
He's like trying to balance it up. And then he's like but Thingy's messing around. And I can see AJ straight face, but he's playing and goes, yeah, what's that though? Like,
second defense?
Second defense.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
You see the bit where he goes, he sold out Wembley. He goes, yeah, cool, stop up.
Let's talk about that. I'm glad that we're finally.
I'm finding to myself, Ross. So behind closed circles, there's a thing where people are just going, yeah, I know the move, but to everybody else it looks great, but I know the move.
Nah,
that's what it feels like is going on here.
I'm so happy. You know what? I'm gonna say that was a generational link, fam.
Also, what I thought was jokes. He's like, how do you feel about he goes, this thing sold out. He goes, oh man, I've been up all night. He goes, yeah, I haven't been able to sleep. He goes, bro, what do you feel? I don't care, bro. Think about this. What's funny, people are saying, like, to ask him that is one of those things like, oh, how'd you feel? He's doing it. He's like, bro, you're talking to a man that sells out all the time.
Like, I can go Cardiff tomorrow.
It's normal.
Yeah.
Them updates there don't shake the table.
Yeah.
This is my man's first rodeo.
Yeah. But again, so now we're here. So all I want, I know the StubHub thing could be a thing. But as far as we're concerned, as far as from the press readings right now, big man, he's sold out.
You know what this is like? I'll tell you what this is like.
We've been fighting week in, week out. Yeah?
You've been
getting back to back. 1 second, I'm just going to get these points off. Me and you been getting back to back, yeah? You're saying, what can he do? He ain't no one in there. He ain't done it. He ain't done this and this, that, and fight the other. And I said, he's never fought in this country, bruv. He showed up. One man at the press conference, fam. Tickets sold out. Will you apologize, Travis? Jay, will you apologize?
I'll tell you what this is like. This is like when people say, oh, this comic's a genius. And in the industry, we know this guy steals jokes. So,
what the hell?
In the industry,
oh my God!
We're sitting there going, "Okay, you say he's a genius, okay,
okay."
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting into it. So it's one of them ones where boxers are going, "Calm." They better going, "Sold out, yeah, calm." That's what it feels like. Because everybody who speaks on this thing are on the StubHub thing. Like when they when you're bossing we're man are on a StubHub thing. And that's just like
wait.
It's one of those things where as people on the outside, because you know, we've met a few people and you know we've appeared on a few things, but we ain't in there like that to know the StubHub ins and outs.
Not like Lennox.
The stuff up in the workings.
Not like Lennox and only the people that listen to this.
No, because Lennox is at the shows, bro. And it's not Lennox Lewis, by the way, that we're chatting about.
We're talking just about Lennox.
No, it's Lennox, our guy, man. Shouts out to Lennox.
No, but go on.
So we're not into the inner workings of things. So when Eddie Hearn and AJ are both going, yeah, StubHub, that I tell you what that sounds like. That sounds like a system that I know well, a system that we've been affiliated with before.
Yeah.
So we know how that thing goes, bro.
It sounds like the Jay-Z Magna Carta album that was linked to the Samsung phone, and the sales just went. You know when Jay-Z went triple platinum, and then
man want to tell you triple platinum before the release. When man want to tell you, yeah, but what about the Magna Carta numbers? And you just want to go. But
Samsung,
that was the Apple. Wasn't that the Apple one?
No, Samsung. And you got it, and you just download it. It was
that's right. Yeah, because I got it.
Everyone had it immediately, bro. What a free Jay-Z album? What they bought it?
You two tried to run that with Apple. I remember that.
Yeah, this is it. So just imagine. So maybe I'm gonna believe that place is gonna be sold out.
I'm gonna
believe. No, because while it's funny, I believe big man Frank, Uncle Frank has got this business down. Uncle Frank's not playing. Again, we're winning purse bids. Yeah. End of the day, 40 years.
Okay. So I was on a space. Shouts out to the Ringside Fracas guys.
Yes.
I was on a space. On that space, there was a guy who he's a matchmaker.
Yes.
Right? A fight matchmaker.
Okay.
And
sounded like we know one of those. Karen.
Yeah. So in that space, I don't know if I'm gonna put his name out there.
Don't do it.
I was just about to, and I was like, don't do it. I won't. Anyway, so he was explaining it. It's funny because he came on after me, and I said what I'd seen kind of alluded to by Eddie Hearn in terms of the purse bids.
Yeah.
He's come on now and explained it in a better way for understanding. So he goes, the promoter who has the bigger fighter, the main draw in the fighter, the A-side fighter, can do this particular move when it comes to the purse bids. Well, they can agree with their fighter that the money's going to be set at whatever it is. So if I say to you 15 mil, I think we've spoken about this before, 15 mil, but when we go to this purse bid, I'm going to say whatever it takes to win.
Mm-hmm.
So just as long as you know that's the P's, yeah? I go in there and I go, yo, 79 mil cash. This other promoter at some point is going to be like, I'm not going that far for this. Like, I can't come with you that far. Either I don't think it's worth it or I ain't got the P's.
Yeah.
Come down now. The fight is there, boom. Dillian, you're going to get 8% of that, and that's the money. So now I've got 15 mil over here. Let's just say it's 15 mil. Or for the sake of Fury, let's say it's 20. Right? Yeah. Let's imagine 20. 20 mil, 8 mil. All right? Forget 40 mil. That's no longer a part of the equation.
Bitcoin. That's just
it's
Bitcoin.
20 and 8. Yeah, it's 20 and 8. So when it's 20 and it's 8, I'm livid when this guy doesn't play ball. Because he might hear 40, but he's actually making way more than I wanted to pay him. So he thinks he's getting done because this money sounds like it's up here. But the reason why I'm so angry is because Tyson's only getting double what you're paid. Or maybe 3 times, or whatever that figure is that he's agreed with Fury. So now Whyte is over there feeling hurt by the deal.
Not knowing he's got the deal of a deal.
And Frank Warren is over there thinking he doesn't know how good he's got it. If he was getting paid 10% of the actual fee, his thing would be on 2, bro.
Now, I repeat again, you need to...
But you see what I'm saying?
I hear it. It's a cool
that move
theory.
Is an industry move.
It's a cool... Like, go on, carry on. Cool.
If that move is an industry move, why do I think that Frank, who historically has had financial issues, there are fighters right now tweeting when that fight, the purse bids was announced, tweeting about the unpaid things that Frank has got for these men, that they've even given up chasing. Because man's he's on the 375 business days payment journey.
Hear this though, yeah. Some people are snakes in this life. Sometimes, yeah, you could be out with a guy that owes you money, but he's buying bottles, fam, and you're like, raw. How are you buying those bottles? Like, I know you owe me money, and you're enjoying in this club. Like, you're buying drinks for girls, and I know you haven't bought me a drink yet before in your life. Like, you're out here moving great. Like, this is generational in the spending that you're doing right now. I can't believe it. So sometimes people's priorities in terms of what they find important. And I believe Frank has got money, but these other guys, he hasn't seen them as important. But Fury is the heavyweight champion, the lineal champion, the one where you say, you know what? I might spend it all here. I might go crazy here because it's worth it. And there's one thing that he's proven to me. I can bank on him because I saw him lose a bag of weight and then still win. I see him fight the same guy over and over again, be dropped, but still win. So let's go. I'm all in. I'm all in on this investment. It's mad. Bob Arum is someone that didn't even want to promote Crawford. He didn't even want to promote Crawford, but there he's in. He's in because, and it's mad because you think to yourself, believe in Crawford. He's shown nothing to not believe in him. You know what I mean? But it must speak to what they see Fury as, you know? And I, like, as much as, I know we banter and stuff, but that place is going to be packed. This is a heavyweight fight in the UK, yeah? The team, people are going to show up in their droves because it's like, bloody hell, like, this is... You want to say, I knew where I was at this moment. You want to say to yourself, because let's say it goes the way that I would want it to go, where Wilder wins. What? Like, what does that night look? Sorry, I'm saying Wilder. I keep White saying I mess them these up all the time.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's say it goes the way White wins, shouting, let's go. And we know what that... After the press conference, it's going to be phenomenal. You know what I mean? Wow, what an evening. Let's say Fury knocks him out as well. Let's play that thing. Bro, these two coming together, it's such a heavyweight, it's such a clash. Yeah, and there's still the things of, we don't know what's going to happen in this fight. There's still there's still that thing where you say, as good as, and I can tell that Fury is a little bit unnerved because he does know that he ain't in there with a dickhead. He ain't in there with a slouch. He knows what he's getting, and the silence and the training in Portugal and not seeing what this guy looks like, not even able to put a hand on him, to just a physical, you know that feeling, I pushed him, I can deal with him. You haven't even had that. The first time you might meet is on the scales.
And you know what the crazy thing is, I realize, yeah?
Yes.
these top fighters don't see each other that much.
They don't.
They don't bump into each other. You remember that time when AJ and Fury bumped into each other at the traffic light?
Yeah.
And on some beach somewhere. And it was just a little chat.
Yeah.
The energy that you'd imagine these men would have for each other, they don't.
Yeah.
It's not, it weren't venomous on sight. It weren't that. It weren't from Fury, it weren't from AJ. Do you understand? So they don't often see each other to size each other up. How long do you think it would have been since Fury and Dillian Whyte were like this?
Time ago. Probably the last time that they was in arms, like doing friendship, doing sparring, kind of thing. Yeah. I think it's been that long. Now a lot has happened, a lot has changed in that time, and sometimes I think what will settle Fury is if, let's say at the press conference, he just got to touch him. Just a little touch, you know, say, you know, he did it with the first time when he was messing with Wilder and they did that push moment. Something went off and Fury, he doesn't need much for true confidence. He doesn't need much, but he's like, I can deal with this guy. Look at him, like, that will give him enough impetus to say, yeah. But now he's sitting there thinking to himself, like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. And that's now the narrative switch where you're hearing Peter Fury talk about, he's praising AJ. Saying AJ's a real champion, like rare. AJ, you know, turns up for stuff. He's this, he's that. And, you know, this guy's a letdown. It's weird. Even AJ, you could tell. John Fury and AJ's relationship is a funny one to observe as well. Yeah. Because he'll be quite complimentary of AJ. Yeah. And AJ will shout him out. Yeah, AJ would be like, yeah, you know, I'm happy for John Fury, to be honest. His son's in Wembley doing his thing. Like, that's a good moment for him. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a very much like... Yeah, that is weird. It's a weird thing still. John, I'd love to talk to John Fury, you know.
I think I'd enjoy that conversation.
I'd love to talk to John Fury just to see what he's saying. Like,
Did you see how he stuck it on Carl Frampton?
No, talk to me.
Yeah, bruv. So Carl Frampton picked Jake Paul to beat Tommy Fury. Yeah. And he got in his face, bruv.
Oh, and Tommy was disappointed. Tommy was like, let down. But Tommy's in it.
He goes, how can you pick someone else against your own countrymen? And I was thinking to myself, bruv, get off of that one. I've
definitely seen Tommy
these men are talking about boxing.
Pick someone else. No, I've definitely seen Tommy pick like someone else over AJ. Like I definitely I definitely seen it. Like, what you talking about? It's like, yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, I've seen it before. We talking about when he talk.
Maybe crazy. You don't see AJ as his countryman, which is crazy.
Nah, don't do that. Not when this is his girlfriend. I just find it. Are you mad, fam? Big May.
Got the same 24 hours. Big May,
bruv. You need to have some respect, fam.
What I find funny here is when you hear guys get that take of, oh, how can you pick against your own countryman? It's like, bro, get off of that, fam. If men are saying who's gonna win between this brother who I know and this brother who I know as well, it don't matter where they're from. This is boxing at this point. Nah, but if you want man to say who he wants to win versus who he thinks is gonna win, you're asking two different questions.
Let's be fair, Trav. That exists in boxing because I've heard Dillian. Of course it does. I've heard Dillian be like, "How's he not gonna root for his own countrymen before?" Do you know what I mean? I've heard Dillian say that. Do you know what I mean? And be upset when they're getting other ways like.
But you gotta remember, Frampton in the position that he's in, the capacity that he's working in, he's not doing barbershop energy like we're on. Yeah, he's in that impartial, non-biased thing where it's like, all right, well, I gotta play as if I don't know any of these guys. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And you gotta protect the bag because end of the day, them pools, you don't want to ruin it all. Especially like, where am I gonna put? Listen, if I'm doing investment, if I'm playing around, I'm playing around with some Ethereum. Yeah, I'm not into this life anyway. But let's say I'm playing around with Ethereum, and they say, listen. There's a Logan Paul coin and there's a Tommy Fury coin. Yeah? Ask me how I'm spending my money.
I'm going straight Paul.
I'm going that way, man.
All in.
I'll ask all in. I'll say, wait, did he say Tyson Fury? No. Wait, he said, because I had to check. I say, wait, did you say Tyson Fury? No.
That thing says T. Fury. It's like, sorry, can I just clarify what that T is for?
I just need to see.
Because if that's the Tyson Fury coin, I'm happy to. I'm happy to invest. Tommy, wow. Thank you for the call. So if I'll be honest. If anybody, I would like to know who thinks Tommy Fury is going to be a world champ. I'd like to hear what that person's breakdown is.
It's nuts. The kidder is. There was a time where, and the window's gone for it. There was a time when I actually wanted to see Tommy Fury versus Logan. Is it Logan or Jake? Jake. But now
I still want to see it. Because I think Jake Paul beats him.
No, I've got to this space where I'm starting to like Jake Paul. I couldn't stand like before. I was like, oh, this guy's so annoying. Yeah, I'm starting to just like him. I don't know what it is. I don't know what he's done. Yeah,
but no, he is.
Go on.
I think we've said this before. He's a necessary evil, bro.
Yeah.
He comes in. It's uncomfortable at first because it's this YouTuber and all this type of stuff. I get it, but the stuff I'm seeing this guy do. There's a method to the madness.
Even, you know, standing.
What he's doing for the MMA guys.
Yeah.
Amazing. But what he's doing for women's boxing with this event.
Yes.
I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I like this guy's energy.
This is what I'm saying. I'm starting to like him saying now.
It's unorthodox.
To be fair, if someone asks you the question, you might just have to talk to John Fury later and say, listen, John, man, I know he was upset, but end of the day, like, come on.
Look, man, you know me, boy. I'm keeping the same energy, however it's gonna go, bro. I'm at peace with the consequences.
Yeah. All right.
If I had to tell John Fury, listen, I think Jake Paul's gonna beat my man still. I know that's upsetting for you to hear, but we're gonna have to see how this thing plays out. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong.
It is what it is. So again, let's get into it though. Let's get into the boxing that we saw on the weekend as well. Amazing. Again, we saw Chocolatito. I know I've been messing around with that name, but I think I got it right that night. Again, at 34 years old, to pull off a performance like that, to look that good in terms of when it was supposed to be a handing of the torch. Yeah, that torch didn't get handed over, fam. That torch stayed firmly in his hands, and it was just, again, it's like it was you know what, he knew, because he's been getting Mexican fighters the hell out of here. He's lined them up for, like, I think what is it, like 20 Mexican fighters? He's just seen them. He knows how to fight them. They're just set up because obviously they want to do the phone box thing, but he's so good. He has such, you can tell the skill level. You know, and we saw, let me get this guy's name. I think, 1 second. Damn it, where's my phone? Here it is. No, because I took some notes down. I was enjoying the fight so much that I was like, 1 sec. Let me get that.
Man said he took notes.
I had to take notes.
You think you're a maestro?
Nah, because I had to, there you go. Cesar, that's it. Because that's it. This is it. See, you're looking at this fight, yeah, and you're saying to yourself, you know what? You're getting these guys throwing hell for leather. And in the beginning, early rounds, yeah, I would say Cesar was looking good. He looked like it could have been the passing of the torch. It looked like, again, you know, because he was fresh, he was early, so his shots were landing, but the punches were true, big power punches. You're saying to yourself, oh my God, is this the moment? Is this really gonna happen? Then Chocolatito makes these small just adjustments, the right adjustments, and he's finding angles, and you're saying, you're looking at the footwork, and you're like, oh my goodness, like he's come to do something else. And then very quickly, the guy that he's fighting against is starting to look like a cheeseman. He's starting to just be in there, and he's like, you know what? I'm trusting myself. I'm trusting my chin and myself that my big punch is going to get you out of here. I'm going to back you up onto the ropes. We saw it in last week's fight where it was the comeback of all comebacks. Remember that one? And he's thinking, maybe I can have this moment where I'm going to catch him with something flush and he has to go down. Unfortunately, not today. Not today. It was a very good performance. But
it was epic, man.
It was a very good performance. And that final 10 seconds of that where they're in the middle of the ring, it's one of them jump up and down moments in your house like, is this really happening? But yeah, go on.
No, it was cold. It was cold. It was a big night. It's like I really enjoyed the Mauricio Lara bout.
Yeah, you were saying that Lara can lose in a way, but I don't know what's wrong with you. Where you're coming from with that energy, bro?
Don't get me wrong. Like I know what I said on Monday Night Smoke, but the truth is, I'm still right.
Okay.
But I also acknowledge that Mauricio Lara is a very dangerous man when them hands get let go. But I also concede a massive vulnerability to that body. Like it's not just one of those things where it's like an overtime over the rounds. He's vulnerable there, like a Kovalev one.
Yeah.
It's more like, if you hit clean, he can go.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying? It's that one. And so it makes him very exciting to watch. Do you know what I mean? If Warrington was a better fighter, and in some areas, you could say, listen, it's risky and you're going to be tough, but you can do it. I just don't think Warrington's a guy. But someone can beat him.
Do you know what the thing is, though? Because he's so good. Because the thing is, it's the shots that he throws, they're tight to the body, yeah? And he sits down on him. And it's like, because Sanchez, they both hit each other. There was one time when they both connected, but my connection was just way better than yours.
Yeah, they both landed, but he's just better.
It was just way better than yours. So it's just a ferociousness that does come out of him when he's going, and the worry is maybe as he gets older, he starts to be more economical, but that becomes dangerous for him. Are you with me? So if you get older and he says to himself, look, because being gassed out in the third round is an issue.
Fam, he wasn't gassed out off his own steam. Body shots did that. He was so hurt to the body. Yeah. He was on the floor, glazed eyes, like.
But before that, his mouth was open while he was throwing his shots, bro. Before the glazing,
he was taking some shots.
His mouth was open, like he's like, you could see him. Usually, they're not giving away that much.
He fights at one pace.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
So you might change. You might make with more and more experience. He might change that, but that. You being that quick and on someone is probably sometimes what keeps you out of trouble as well. You know when they say attack is the best form of defense. So then
like Brazil in the 90s, fam. We ain't here to defend.
We're not here to defend. Let's go.
Here to bang in.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think maybe with when you take that primal trait like that, it's just this is aggression, primal aggression. If you take that away from him, what happens? Does that open you up for the body shot? Because as you said, so there you go. No, I still think Lara's just cold. Though.
Well, it does. Man,
he's cold. He's cold.
Yeah, but if you tried to turn him into a boxer, which is what you're saying, essentially,
is that what I'm saying? No.
You could have an AJ type situation, a weird where thing it's like, I'm not this, but I'm not that.
I'm molded into something else. Yeah, I'm molded into something else.
But look, Amir Khan right now is playing hardball at the negotiation table. He is threatening promoters to hit the rematch clause. And what I mean by that is, he said to Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn did an interview, and he goes, he's threatening the rematch clause. He goes, he's not going to fight him. He's not going to fight him. He's not going to fight again. But he's threatening the rematch clause so that he can get some step-aside money. He said, we need to pay me or I'll hit the rematch button. So he will activate the rematch clause and then not fight him because he'll just retire.
Nah, you know.
Amir Khan, I've decided he needs to pay for that hall. That wedding hall is put him in a situation. Because the way he's moving right now is so erratic. It's like, all right, I don't know what's going on.
I told you, remember that day that I was getting mad on the pod and I was saying I was upset with the announcer retirement and all the stuff that he was doing, yeah? This is the same guy that's supposed to be retiring. He couldn't take the loss, bro. He tried to at first, and we all played around with it. It talks about how it'd be, and he's gracious in defeat, whatever. No. Because even at this moment, you're still being a prick. Yeah? My man is trying to move on, because Kell must be punching the air again. He's saying, wait a minute.
No, but that being said, separate to that negotiation, Conor Ben has come out and said he's priced himself out of the fight, bro. So Kell Brook is going around asking for mad money.
I respect that.
Why?
That. Bro, I'm the name that you lot want.
What name that he wants, bro?
Bruv.
I hear what you're saying.
I was chilling at home, Them man were talking about Khan.
But bro, you beat a shot Amir Khan, fam. You don't just become the Mayweather.
Hold on. I know that. I'm not the Mayweather, but I'm saying that there's fights that them man don't really want to get into right now. I know Conor's not sitting down really saying to himself, Sean Porter, 6 weeks, let's go. He ain't saying that. He's not saying that. Now he's saying to himself, well, what is a feasible name where the risk is, there's a bit of risk, but not really. I should get him out of here, youth experience and energy, everything. And it's a name. And he just dealt with Khan because both of them, they've been calling out Khan before. Now Khan fell. It was supposed to go like this. It was supposed to go, Khan was supposed to win against Special K, but the cereal was just too good in it. The cereal was too great. So it didn't go that way. It didn't go that way. Yeah.
Okay.
And now it's like, that was the fight. That was a fight to me. Now that option is closed. Now, who do you lot need? You need me, big man, because you don't want to go. We're not trying to go to America right now because once you fight Sean Porter, there's no way down. You don't get to do Sean Porter in Avanesium. Nah, bruv, you're in the division now, bruv, with them and them. And it gets it, bro. It gets nuts. It gets very crazy. So you can work your way up because there's no embarrassment of fighting. There's no embarrassment of fighting a Special K and then fighting one and going lower. There's nothing wrong with that. You just had a great night. You had a exhibition night. That's okay.
Yeah, okay.
So now I know that you need me, bro. I know it helps with the thing. Pay me what I'm worth. Let's go. I'll just be eating my Special K while you're talking.
I don't know that. Listen, at the end of the day, whatever he can get, let him have it. But I think for him, because let's be honest, Eubank Jr. ain't dropping no weight. Eubank Jr. is not going lower than 160 for this fight. Yeah?
What's that?
I said Eubank is not dropping weight. He's not dropping any weight from 160. That is the next fight left on the table. So now, he's propositioned with the task of going up to middleweight and fighting Chris Eubank Jr. And, the reason why I consider that to be a big situation is I don't fancy his chances at middleweight. I don't fancy him beating Chris Eubank Jr.
Remember, he's a heavy guy, but listen, before you say that,
he's a heavy guy, but let's be honest. When he beat Amir Khan, Amir Khan was shot, and so was Kell Brook. And a shot Kell Brook in there with Eubank Jr. It's not gonna be this fight that I think people are imagining.
But then where does Eubank go? Because that's the question you got to ask yourself. It's not about Kell Brook. It's the options for Eubank. What are the options? And you say to yourself,
it's a big night. Options for Eubank Jr. It's just a big night. It's not actually progressive.
No,
it's just
I'm saying instead take Kell off the table. Let's say the Kell Brook fight.
Okay, cool. If he doesn't fight him,
where am I going as Eubank? Because now we can't keep next gen in. Yeah, the gen is now. So where are we going?
Bro, you just hope he can wrangle a title shot somehow.
This is what I'm saying. This is when we get into wrangling. Bro, I'm talking
if
about...
he gets in there with a Charlo. Like, there's still... You got to remember, as much as people have their opinions on Eubank Jr., and I can see you zooming into the lens.
Why are you... Because that's mad. If I can go and take thingy, if I could go down in weight, and put a name on my thing, on my box rec, I could go and fight that guy over there, and go down, and the risk is not there, it's whatever.
And what I'm saying is, his options, like he said, yeah, he's got loads of options. All the stars are out. Yeah, we are here. Don't underestimate. Look, all I'm saying is this: Eubank Jr. has more life in his career than Kell Brook right now.
Definitely,
Kell Brook probably has one more night. And if he has to fight Amir Khan again, make that 2. Because he's going to fight him, and then he's going to go again with somebody else for a big piece.
Someone's going to blink first.
If it's Eubank Jr. next,
yes,
it ends.
And that's fine.
That's my feeling.
But we're happy to go out like that. Someone's got to blink first. It's either going to be Conor or it's going to be Eubank. But someone's got to decide. Because you don't want to rush it. That's the main thing. You don't want to rush it, and it will be a beautiful night, the greatest build-up. It will be domestic. It's everything that is good. Yeah, someone's gonna blink, and that's why as Kell's sitting there and he's saying to himself, someone's gonna pay. You know what I mean? And it might look crazy, you know, price himself out, but I've seen Cesar get a watch at the days before the fight. He like, you know what, get me a new Rolex. I've seen him like negotiate that at the last dying moment. And you say to yourself is, the options for you lot get crazy. The options, without me, is Charlo Triple G. I might as well just do that one. And then with Conor, without me, I had to announce myself. And I know, don't get me wrong, in Conor, he'll probably want to announce himself. He's ready. Yeah? But if I'm managing Conor, I say, let's take it easy. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to, because Conor's on that, what do you mean I can't beat him? You know what I mean?
Course I'm ready.
Course I'm ready. You know what I mean? But if I'm his handler, I say, yo, let's go and smoke that guy. He's a shot fighter. We'll have him. It'll be like, that's what I'll say to him. So again, Kell, hold the line, bruv. Hold the line. We never thought was gonna be in this situation, bruv. We never believed it.
It's true, you know.
We never believed it, bruv. We're finally here, bruv, and this is new, bruv. Now you're the prick. How about that, bruv?
You know for a fact, Dominic Ingle is very, like, he's ready to drink that sweat, bruv. He's like, listen, if this is the ritual that's gonna guarantee those type of performances, pour it up. Let's go.
Pour it up, pour it up.
Line up the shots.
Pour it up, pour it up.
Line up the shots. And let's do it. Let's do piss. Let's do a piss. Everyone in the gym. Piss, 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 piss.
That's the strongest B sample we've ever seen, bruv. That B sample is insane.
Oh my days. Yo, did they do VAR testing for that fight?
Oh, Trav, man, what do you want?
I'm asking a question.
Because why are you trying to unsully the victory, bruv?
I'm not unsullying anything. I'm asking, did they do that?
It's a random question.
If it's not a title shot, I noticed that you don't often see a tweet where it's like...
Nah, that just kind of felt like... That felt like you went to someone that gets paid in cash in hand and said, oh, do you declare? That's what I felt like.
The question basically is...
Do you declare everything? That's what I felt like. It's like, raw, Trav, like...
No, that's not... No. I'm asking.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mad ox. It just felt random. Like, it just felt like...
No, but I'm asking because it's like, bruv, at them stages of man's career, nobody wants a title shot. It's not a... Man ain't progressing toward honors. Them men are like, just want to win. I'm asking a question, fam.
There you go. I knew it, bruv. It wasn't a pure question. It wasn't...
What is a pure question?
It wasn't pure. No, they just
what's
like
a pure question, bro?
There was some evil intent.
That weren't pure. Can't stand you, bro.
Now, people,
I asked a simple question and men are jumping at me, fam.
Hold on, wait 1 second. Let's just put some respect on. There was a bit more boxing. I just want to quickly shout them out as well. I want to shout out Sissoko as well. Again,
pure question.
I want to shout out Sissoko again. It's one to watch. Virgil, he's doing what he's doing with that guy. We'll see what happens. We'll see what he turns into. I know Trav, you're up on him. You excited about it?
I like his style. I like it a lot. He just leans back in that straight line I don't like, but everything else is just a great package.
I saw a fight that was garbage that could have been on the YouTube card. That was Ferrero versus Burgo, something like that. I hated it. Ended in a draw. Literally dumpster juice. So the sooner they get him back out there, the better, because he's younger. Like it made no sense. It was like not like a cherry pick, but I kind of felt that way, and it was terrible. So get out of here. Melson versus Torres. Referee, you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. In his first, this is someone that went to the Olympics, scored a silver medal. In Torres, the fight was won for me. The referee called it off, and all of a sudden, the referee says, "You know what? I enjoyed this. Keep on fighting." Gets a head gash. That could be a problem just going forward in his heavyweight career, because that cut was nasty. You know what I mean? So, pussy or settings, and then big up to Ramirez for coming back. You know, and getting it done. Again, I'm not looking to Ramirez saying, because he went against Pedraza, sniper. Ramirez still looked, there there was still little issues in terms of timing. There was still issues in terms of, again, an elite fighter gets him the hell out of here, but it's good to see him back. So big up the Joses. Yeah.
On vibes.
There you go.
All right, man.
Bruv, let's ring the bell, fam.
Let's wrap it up. Till next week.
Peace. Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.